Alright, this is my 5th time recording this because GeForce and my mic are not playing nice right now, and I'm not very happy about it. So if I sound pissed off, it's not your fault. It's my fault. Or G-Hub's fault. Or something like that. Anyways, here's my, this is the normal setup for ARCA mile and a halfs. We're going to bring it down 3 more in car. So this is going to be second lap, hot lap. First lap, there's not enough grip on the top of 1 and 2. So we're just going to run it kind of easy for the first bit here. I apologize if the sound mixing isn't as good in this one, because usually I can post-mix it, but I'm not smart in OBS because I'm not a streamer guy. So this is all combined. Anyways. Line's going to be top of 1 and 2, bottom 3 and 4. You can make top of 3 and 4 work if you really want to. I can see it being good because like both corners kind of, you approach it the same. But the thing about the top of 3 and 4 is that it's very close to the bottom 1 and 2. And when that happens, usually that just means that there's more to gain in 1 and 2 than there is, or sorry, in the bottom than there is at the top. So anyways, I'm going to let out early, try to get back onto 100% as early as possible here. Get the car rotating a bit, get the car wheel straightened out as early as I can, make it not slide the rear. Okay, so we can go mostly full throttle here. We're going to have to back off a little bit here, but once we're in the corner, we can just tack it. Ooh, almost spun there. Saved it though. Okay. I'm going to use a little tiny brake tap, late apex, brake down at the bottom, get the car to stick, bring it up, let the car come up to the wall here. Let's see what we got with that. Yeah, it's decent. Wasn't as good as my last attempt, but that attempt is lost to time. I'm not in a good mood, I'm sorry. You go mad about the 4th or 5th time that you do the same guide over and over again. So anyways. So the thing about 1 and 2 is that you really want to get your wheel turned or angled down the track before the banking starts. Because if you wait until you get in the banking to turn the wheel, the car's already going to be shooting up towards the wall. So you're pretty much going to have to be fighting and working against the car the whole way and waiting longer to get back on the throttle. So by being proactive and getting your car turned down as you're getting into the banking, it allows you to get up to that 80+% throttle mark so much earlier. And this isn't just for hot lap, that's for long run too. Not that you're going to be up there too much. I don't really like it up there for long run, but we'll talk about that in a bit. 3 and 4. Smooth out the throttle. You don't want to full dump it. It's very easy to just send it 100 to 0 light switch. Atlanta, these late apexes, you want to smoothly get out of the throttle. And then as you get down to the white, I use just a little tiny brake tap to keep it stuck there, and then immediately back on the throttle, try to bring it back up the track. And then at this point, you should have a good enough angle to where you can just straighten out the wheel and let the car rotate itself for the rest of the corner. Take a look at that one more time. So late apex, easy out of the throttle, use the brake to stick it to the white for a little tiny bit, and then should be able to be aggressive out of the corner based off of that. Alright, cool. A little bit of hot lap stuff, or a little bit of long run stuff. So you can run, there's a lot of the grooves that you can run here, but the groove when you're running by yourself should be the late apex bottom line. I really do like running the top in 1 and 2, especially for defending, because the track kind of narrows out here, especially if you're fighting someone who's running the bottom. 3 and 4, I really don't like the top. Really don't. I think that in most laps, the bottom can just outperform the top. Oops, excuse me. So I'm going to do here. A little tiny brake drag just to get the car nose pointed, bring it to the bottom, Try to straighten out the wheel as much as possible, or straighten out the corner, I mean, sorry. You'll notice it's a little bit slower. I mean, this is lap 1. Lap 1 usually has less grip than lap 2. A little tiny brake drag to keep it at the bottom, and then you just let the car come up. Oh yeah, I'm making up a lot of time off the back end here. Yeah, that's where I lost my time in the hot lap, was I wasn't back to the throttle quite good enough. But yeah, so if you remember, based off of my hot lap, this is only like a tenth slower than me like full sending it on the top on the hot lap. So for a long run, that's more than enough for me. But again, if you're side by side and let's say you're defending position, you definitely can, but you want to make sure, again, get that nose pointed before you enter the corner. And then you can kind of just let the car drive itself. And then make sure that your nose is pointed down again on exit, because it tightens up a little bit there. You don't want to get caught like wall rim riding the whole way just to find yourself in the turn 4 wall. So if you're going to run top, I recommend it in 1 and 2, but me personally, at any time I have a choice, I'm going to run the Slate Apex line. Just like it better on the tires, more neutral balancing. It's not just about a right front, right rear thing in Atlanta. You pretty much want to be running neutral. At least in 3 and 4, I could be convinced that 1 and 2 is okay, but I just really don't like what it does to tires. Because when you run the top, it's not only a longer distance, but you're just so much more active on the wheel. With this Slate Apex line, you're just keeping everything as straight as possible, and that's the most important thing in Atlanta, is keeping your car neutrally balanced. You don't want to be leaning too much on the right front, you don't want to be leaning too much on the right rear, so on and so on. We'll go check our tires at the end of this corner. Pretty good exit here, just letting it slide up to the wall. Not too bad a fall off for what it's worth, considering it's hot Atlanta. Probably going to be like 97 on the tires, hopefully. Hey, not washed. But yeah, so prioritize not sliding your right rear, prioritize not leaning too much on the right front, especially running the top line, and just keep the car handling as neutral as possible. If you turn the wheel and it's not responding, then you entered the corner wrong and you're putting too much on the right front. And if you're spinning your right rear tire, you're putting too much on the right rear. All right, thank you all for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you all on the track.